All right, so no time like I was like no kind of time like any time at all down here in the deep blue sea. Um. Anyway, Spider-Man Noir trailer. It's gonna actually be kind of. I was like, we're getting a lot of Spider-Man content. I was like, this Spider-Man brand new day. I was like, ain't they doing like Spider-Man the little like freshman or sophomore joint or whatever the little animated stuff? I don't know. It seemed like a couple of Spider-Man stuff. Is I was like, no, I don't think Spider-Man is just Spider Verse is this year. I think that's next year or whatever. But anyway, I was like, this has been something that I was like been on the horizon or whatever like that. I mean, look, anything Spider, I'm pretty much down with. But it is sort of cool that we're that based off of really. I feel like the coolness of Into the Spider Verse that we're sort of getting Spider-Man Noir. I was like, other than this, I want to say the Spider-Man like time travel games. I want to say that was on like the old PlayStation, and I want to say the Nintendo DS. Was the only time I could think of Spider-Man Noir and anything. But anyway, Nicolas Cage, I always gotta like him in this role. I was like, hey, I was like totally down for it. Anyway, let's get it a look at.
Tell me why.
You already know how it ends.
Well, then, start from the beginning.
Ticks. Thoughts. Impulses. I manage to suppress them. Most of the time.
Getting dark here.
What's going on, Ben?
Oh, we got the dude from New Day.
Wait,
Spider-Man to Spider-Verse.
what the hell happened to him?
I beat up some guys in a bar. And I got plastered.
No power.
What are you thinking about over there?
Bit of an existential crisis, if I'm honest.
Struck a nerve, huh?
I'm gonna lie, that's kind of funny with the word. I look. I was like, I'm gonna just say it like this. I was like, at least they give you both options to watch it. You know, if it's good enough, I'll watch it in color, but I'm going to watch it in black and white. I feel like that's the whole point of noir. Um, I feel like if you're not going to do it in black and white, that sort of just takes away the whole theme of it or whatever. I mean, like I was like, his whole thing is shadows and being at night and using the darkness and all this other stuff that I'm like in color. That I'm like that. I feel like it. I feel like it just de-emphasized what you're trying to do here. It almost like Werewolf by Night that Marvel did, and it being in black and white, old timey, old school type of thing. That I'm like, to me, it really enhanced the whole thing. That I was like, I didn't see it in color, but I know they put it in color. That I'm like, okay, like that's cool and all, but I'm like, what? It's I don't know. I was like, I feel like if you wanted me to see it in color, you would have put it out in color, um, or whatever like that. But I feel like the whole thing, it's Sin City esque, all these other ways. That I'm just like, hey, just leave. I'm like, just have it in black and white or whatever. Like that's his whole thing. Like how they did it in the Spider Verse, where it's like he was still black and white shadows, even though everything else was in color. That's cool. That's funny. And I'm like, hey, here, that's how it should also be. Um, I do like that it's like it looks like it's sort of like an old time. I mean, he's a private investigator, so obviously it's a mystery of some sort. And I was like, I do like that. That is shrouded in mystery, as I said, him using shadows of black and white. Um, Gonna be intriguing of like what the story and the plot is, because I don't think they really gave you anything here worth to check or to see about any of that. Um, yeah, I was like, I think it's going to be bit by bit by bit. I don't think it's going to be all at once, which I sort of like that with shows, because I feel like it gives things a chance to breathe and people to talk about, come up with stuff or whatever, than it being all at once. At least with something like this, like, this don't need to be all like. I know with some projects we had, like when Secret Invasion was doing it week by week, it was kind of like, this is horrible. Whereas, like, I wish they would have did it all at once. But I do also understand that the type of show it sort of lets you talk about it, figure it out, debate, tie in, whatever you want to say, or whatever. But no, it looked. I was like, looks good. I was down with it. It looks like it's going to be Nicolas Cage type of silliness with it, where he's like whatever, or whatnot. I also like the fact, and I would be surprised if they tried to have a reference to Spider-Man No Way Home with the Spider Monkey thing, or the Night Monkey. It might be Night Monkey or whatever. In there. Either way, totally down. I was like, totally down with anything Spider-Man. Obviously, Nicolas Cage. I just feel like it's synergy. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about it. Are you going now? I was going to say it's going to be week to week, but are you going to be one of the people that let it just drop, like let it go, and then just watch it all at once? Cause I can understand that too. Are you going to be the one to watch it in color, black and white? Black and white, I feel like the way to go. But anyway, it's up to your choice. Let me know what y'all think. Till then, I'm out.